Hey, so when I'm gonna get more acquainted with making these videos, my first one that I wanna do, as right now I'm in Hawaii. I'm going to run the Honolulu Marathon here in Honolulu. Um, I just checked into the hotel. I went to the expo, so I'm gonna make a little mini series of this one. I didn't record my training, my nutrition, my preparation for this marathon. Unfortunately, as I decided to do this the week prior to coming here, so it's mostly going to be just of my marathon experience from the start, maybe a little bit in the middle to the ending. My training, I've been trying to push to finish under 3 hours and 10 minutes. Reason why is because I want to qualify for the Chicago Marathon. I know you can run the marathon by just submitting a request and being on a lottery, but I kind of want to just do it by qualifying. So so I'm gonna this would be my series. What I'm thinking of doing is creating a series of different marathons that I run and just showing you the preparation up to it, how much I run, what I eat, and maybe some tips and tricks that I learned on the way. And maybe I'm gonna come up with another video explaining how I got into it, why I'm interested in it, and other exercises that I do, not just running, but also lifting weights or doing a little bit of bike riding. But yeah, I'm here in Honolulu. I'm in the hotel with my wife. Next video will be of the whole race and experience. From before, the middle, and after, and also show you a little bit about the expo that I just went to pick up my bib, and hope more people find it enjoyable.
hae na kaua e pale me ka ihe Hawaii I pono I e ka hui e o ka uhana nui e ui e ma kualani e ka meha e na kaua e pale me ka ihe.
And a special mahalo to our Kumu Hainama Pardon this morning as we begin our Honolulu Marathon this morning. The official race time, 4:53. 2 minutes. Clear the way and make room for all the runners who may be faster than you. We don't want to impede their personal best. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. We're just a couple minutes away from your Honolulu Marathon. If you are excited to run this morning, you put on your shoes, your socks, your energy. Let's hear it right now. Make some noise. Marathon runners!
That's what I need, sugar. It's a hard race. Did it pretty well. I ran it in about 3:10 with 45 seconds. Just under my pace. I was shooting for 3:10. 1:05 for Chicago, but it's an improvement from Portland. Malasadas is really good. Very warm. We have to get one. Decent spot. Overall, satisfied with the race. So this is the finisher shirt. It's pretty cool. It's polyester. Doesn't feel cheap. And this is the medal here. Finisher Honolulu Marathon, and then has sponsor in the back. Yeah, not bad. And this didn't show the hotel room, but we did stay at the Ala Moana Hotel next to the Ala Moana Mall shopping center. So you get a nice little fridge, a microwave, coffee maker, an ice bucket, some coffee, a nice, looks like maybe a 32-inch TV, 27 maybe, and yeah, not much of a view that we got. This was mostly it. I had 2 Gatorades, and I'm about to finish this water. And overall satisfied with my time of 3 hours, 11 minutes and 1 second. So today is the day after the marathon. As you it will show my results. I finished in 3 hours, 10 minutes, and 51 seconds officially. Placed 43rd overall out of over 6,200 people. I think they might still be counting the total finishers. I read that about 13,000 people registered and they expect about 10,000 to show up. Last time I checked, there were quite a few amount of people, I would say a few thousand maybe, that had not completed it or maybe didn't show up. Who knows? Depends on the results. You can go to the website and check out those results. Overall, being my 3rd marathon of the year, last one of the year, of course, it was, I'll say, the most difficult course because there was constant inclines at mile 7 for about a mile and a half or so, and then another steady inclines around between miles 22 and 25, which made it harder for me, especially because it was so humid that morning. It was actually drizzling a little bit as well for the first, I'll say, 2 miles, and then when we started to climb and reach the end of the climb, it was pretty windy. There were times that was windy throughout the latter half of the race. I felt good. It's just humid and warm. It was a nice scenic run, not as much as the first one this year in Snoqualmie, Washington, but it was pretty nice. You start out in Ala Moana Center in front of the mall. You run towards Chinatown. You loop back to the starting line, and then you run through Waikiki, and you go, you can say east all the way to Cocoa Head and Diamond Head, and around Diamond Head you loop back around, and then you end up at the zoo, which is near Waikiki as well. I'm just gonna start getting better at recording more of these videos during the runs as well, as this was my first real video, and I'm still trying to get used to it, practice of what will be interesting to record or not. The start of the race, there were a few national anthems, the US national anthem and Hawaii anthem, the state, and pretty much we, as the first group after the professionals, they just let us go immediately at 5 a.m. After a few minutes after us, the group behind us, when they started off, there were fireworks that went off. So I didn't get to record that as I wanted to, because I knew that was gonna happen, but I wasn't sure if it was during our group or latter half, which was later. After the race, once I was finished, I was a little bit sore from my hips. Muscles were a little aching. I was cramping a little bit, even though I was trying to get water in every stop that I saw. But they provided you water bottles as soon as you finished. So I took a few bottles of that, drank some water, and as you exit out the end line, you walk into a tent to the finisher, tent t-shirt, so you get to grab your shirt size, and then as you walk out there are 3 more tents. There's a small one where they have the QR code that you can scan and check your results on, and then on the right, as I was walking, there was another tent where you can buy more gear, as you saw in the video, and then further ahead you have Malasadas and bananas. Comparing this to other marathons, this was a little underwhelming in the amount of amenities at the end of the race. I'm comparing this to my second race, which is the Portland Marathon in Oregon. I think that one you get more bang for your buck than this one. I am not sure because Hawaii is more conservative and more on top of COVID, that's why they had to make it maybe smaller so people don't gather too long or something. But I ran Portland in October, and they had live music. You got a free donut from Voodoo Donuts, and you actually had a choice of what you could choose. So I think there were about 6 or 7 choices of donuts, and then you got a free slice of pizza from Pizza Hut. That's another vendor. You got a bottle of mineral water. You also got a banana. You got actually a rose as well, being the Rose City, and a free bag of popcorn, and a free beer as well. Given Portland is a very much into beer, local crafts and breweries, so it was local brewery. I forgot the name, but all of this is in the on your bib. So you just you tear out the little piece of paper underneath your bib, and that's how you got your donut, your beer, and your pizza, and other things you could just go in there and just grab as you went. And they had a lot of different art designs everywhere where you can take pictures, such as like 26.2 big number signs, and also 13.1 for people who did the half marathon. But obviously this is not about the Portland Marathon, it's just a comparison to the Honolulu. I come here every year, a couple of weeks, since my wife is from here, so we come visit her family. But overall, I'll say it was a decent race. If you're a local, the price is much cheaper, as long as you sign up as soon as registration opens, which I believe was in late June. And if you're local, I believe it's $48. And if you're not, I believe it starts around $130, and it increments and it goes up every couple weeks. So the sooner you sign up, the cheaper it is. I will put the prices on the description, or just around here somewhere. But yeah, after the race, my wife brought me some more malasadas, and then we went out to eat pizza. I love pizza. It's my favorite post-race food, along with donuts. That's why we got more malasadas. That's kind of been our traditions since I started doing these marathons. So I'll be actually posting another video in this Honolulu marathon part of the foods and that I ate, and more other local spots around here. So I'm trying to give it more perspective, not just the race, but the city of where I'm going to travel. So yeah, this was fun, my first official video, and till the next one.